Sup tubers, so here we are with our next book review. The next two reviews, this one and the one after it, are probably two of the most anticipated books in the Dark Hunter series because of the characters they revolve around. And the first one up is Sherilyn Kenyon is amazing. Let's just leave it at that. So first up for our book review is next up for our book review. Oh my god, I can talk. Next up for our book review is Acheron by Sherilyn Kenyon. This woman is amazing. Allow me to read you the panel. At last, the most anticipated story in the blockbuster Dark Hunter series has arrived, the never-before-revealed story of the Dark Hunter leader Acheron. He was made human in order to escape death, but in death he was reborn a god. 11,000 years ago, a god was born. Cursed into the body of a human, Acheron spent a lifetime in shame. However, his human death unleashed an unspeakable horror that almost destroyed the earth. Then, brought back against his will, Acheron became the sole defender of mankind. Only, it was never that simple. For centuries, he fought for our survival and has hidden a past he never wanted revealed. Until a lone woman who refuses to be intimidated by him threatens his very existence. Now Acheron's survival and ours depends on her, and old enemies reawaken and unite to kill them both. Safe, right? War has never been more deadly or more fun. So, as you can tell, right from that, you're immediately like, must open, must read. So, main character of the book is Acheron Parthenopaeus. Anyone who gets into Sherilyn Kenyon's readings will know that most of the names for her characters look like she let an animal waltz across her keyboard and just said, sure, why not? Pardon my hair, it's drying. I just showered. Yes, most names, you're just like, literally. First time I saw Parthenopaeus, I just sat there for a few minutes staring at it, wondering if it was a joke. It may not sound like it's that complicated, but just wait until you try and read it. Ash is 11,000 years old. He is a god. He is known as the Harbinger of Death. I'll give you a hint to him. And he is the leader of the Dark Hunters. He also likes to refer to himself as the Wrangler of the Dark Hunters. That is his job description on his bio on Sherilyn Kenyon's website. He is a Wrangler, which it fits. He is tall, dark, goth, and gorgeous, with beautiful swirling silver eyes, and long, dark hair. And, you know, most of the characters have long, dark hair, or long hair, but for him, it just works. He takes no crap from anybody. He frequently has to resist the urge to beat the holy crap out of his hunters. And he has to be very careful with what he says because he is also known as the Final Fate. And you can guess how that goes. Yeah. So yeah, he has to be very careful with what he says because more than once his words have come back to bite him in the butt and cost him dearly. In his book, his heroine is known as Tori. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her last name because it's Greek. And no, she is this slip of a woman, tall, but she is this slip of a woman who takes no bullcrap. She's an archaeologist. We meet her before this in another book, but she's kind of like a background character who you really don't see as being all that important, and then she comes back to be Ash's heroine, and it's like, huh. But yes, this book takes place in two parts. You get his human past, the first 21 years of his life when he's human, and then several sections after that is when he's learning how to be a god. And then it takes you to present day. Let's see if I can give you a good indication here. Yeah. You reach your majority, Ashy. Okay. This is his past. This is his present. So that tells you how much we need to learn about it. We had to learn about Ash. He's been a mystery from the get-go. But we love him. Plot of the story is Ash is trying to keep Tori from uncovering Atlantis, because that will uncover who he truly was as oh my god, what are my bangs doing? That will uncover who he truly was as a human, and that is the one thing he never wants his friends and allies to know, because he fears they will lose all respect for him. He also has to, along the way, keep Tori safe, because she ends up in danger. It all revolves around to Artemis. This book gives you all the reasons in the world to hate Artemis, and all the reasons in the world to plot her death, and I have many times, painfully. I enjoy it. I'm probably going to take that out of the video. It's not a good thing to say things like that online. So, yes, it revolves around, the story revolves around Ash and Tori and Artemis, and Ash finally learning what it's like to be free for the first time in 11,000 years. And he deserves it. Oh my god, does he deserve it. And I don't know how much I can... Highlights to the book. Sherry's wit takes on a whole new level. Her wit, her sarcasm, her humor, it just... it takes a whole new level, and it is truly the highlight of the book. I mean, one would think the highlight of the book would be Ash finally getting his heroine and finally getting his... Yeah, just finally getting his heroine. You would think that would be the highlight of the book, but no. It is a highlight of the book, but the highlight has got to be just the writing. Sherry is... I've met her in person. She is amazing. Is this one of the books she signed for me? I don't remember. I don't think Ash is one of the ones she signed for me. No, Ash isn't one of the ones she signs for me. So yeah, that would be the highlight. It would be the writing, the wit, the sarcasm. Pros and cons. Pros, Ash getting his heroine. That is my pro. Artemis getting what she deserves. Not completely as much as you want, but she still gets what's coming to her. Watching all the Dark Hunters come together to work with Ash and to help him like he's helped them over the years. Learning what makes our faithful leader tick. That could be a pro and a con, actually. Cons. His past, as nice as it was, as... I can't say nice, as eye-opening as it was to learn his past, it also breaks your heart. The first time I read his past, I cried. I don't think I've read it completely through since the first time I read it. I may have read it like one other time, but I will read his present till I'm blue in the face. But I think I've only completely read his past once or twice, because it is that heartbreaking to take the character we know so well and we've grown to love so much and just see what he went through. It's like, here, I don't need my heart anymore. That's a con. Artemis, as always, she will always be a con, even if watching her get what she deserved was a massive pro. Overall review, amazing. I'm without words for how amazing this book is. It was needed. It was loved. It will forever be a cherished moment in the series, and I definitely recommend it. This is definitely a very more mature read, so I'd go like 17, 18 at least to read this, because his past is not pretty. And it gets a 10 out of 10. As terrible and heart-wrenching as the past was, the entire book itself gets a 10 out of 10. So there is my review for Acheron by Sherilyn Kenyon. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you go out, get the book, fall in love, get your heart ripped out and stomped on and torn into pieces. And yeah. Next up would be the next biggest anticipated book in this series. I can't show it to you because it's currently helping hold up my camera. But it is for Ash's brother, and it is self-titled Styx by Sherilyn Kenyon. And I cannot wait to share it with you guys, and I will see you next time.